Dynamite download.
Speaking of champions,
Hold on. Look at what I got here.
hey,
Broken Skull IPA, baby.
I was going to say, SPD, my segue was going to be, speaking of champions, the world heavyweight champion, Jon Moxley. But your segue is way better because because Jon Moxley is basically the Stone Cold Steve Austin of AEW.
Right.
He's a hell-raising, badass son of a bitch who takes no prisoners, apologizes to nobody, and likes kicking everybody's ass. And I think that's what Stone Cold could totally get down with that.
We'll raise a cold one to him for sure. And this is an excellent IPA by Stone Cold.
You've been really talking that up lately.
It's good, man. I'll have to bring you some. And I'm here in Arizona, and I was surprised to see it. And so I'm still traveling the world. This is a beer break segue. I had a Dragoon IPA from an Arizona local brewery here, and it is a West Coast IPA with really floral aromas. And I had to, finish it off with the Stone Cold IPA once we started our Dynamite Download podcast.
We're talking
what better time than now?
You're talking wrestling. You got to have a Stone Cold.
Every sip you take, you hear glass shatter. So
that's awesome. So I think that we talking about champions. We're talking about ass kickers, man. Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega. I don't know if Kenny would be joining us in the beer break segment, but
we'll raise this
I
for
think
him.
that this is the match that. Yeah, there you go, bud. That's one's for you, Kenny. They had not to get too heavily involved in each promo, but they did have a promo tonight battle between the two of them, and you just showed that graphic that these two are going to go head to head.
Right.
So really, what did you think about the actual promos? For me, the announcement that these two are going head to head on Dynamite, right? That is like this Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley for the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm sorry, like that is not just a main event of a pay-per-view. Like that is the main event of the pay-per-view of all pay-per-view. That is like the greatest of all time type of main event for AEW. That there is no, to me, they're putting all the cards on the table. It doesn't get bigger than that matchup.
Yeah, I'm not going to say what kind of pay-per-view it's going to headline, but it could be the Super Bowl of all pay-per-views headline. But yeah, we're getting this on free TV. I'm not sure I agree with this. So I'm excited for it, of course. Yes, it's going to be happening in less than a month. And so it's just amazing. Free TV. But this should be the headline. They should have really capitalized on that, maybe dragged it out maybe a little bit longer so they could have a headline revolution. But I think this is Kenny's time. I mean, the promo, Moxley's was forgettable. It wasn't really that memorable to me. He's done much better. I did like the vibe of Kenny's and how he's like on the phone and people keep saying, when's the cleaner going to be back? And all these quotes that he's so I think his was much better and it made me excited. And hopefully we'll see him again next week so they can just continue to push down and shift into full gear to the title.
Oh, they're
match.
already in full gear, baby. They're already in full gear. So, it's funny. I know you say that Kenny's promo was better. Of course, not with any bias at all. Not as a Kenny Omega fan, right? But we it's hard not to say like his promo was great in the sense that it really showed an intensity to Kenny. He's got a coldness to him that the kind of a calculating side that is interesting. I know he's done the cosplay of Terminator before in some of his past entrances and stuff, but he almost has that robotic, like he's inhuman with how he trains his body and how he approaches stuff. Like he's just, I don't know. There's a disconnect there, and I find that very intriguing about his character. He's mysterious in that way, and I think it's really, really cool. But I loved the logic that came with his promo. In that, yes, Moxley's whole promo basically was how I'm going to be the only man in the world who goes 2-0 against Kenny Omega, basically, and I'm going to show I'm the baddest man on the planet, that type of thing. And I thought the counter from Omega, the counter punch was, as you said, stronger than the actual jab from Moxley.
Right.
The counter punch from Omega basically like, You're 0-0 against me in an actual wrestling match.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of criticism about Moxley to this point has been that his wrestling matches have gotten a little bogged down with outside stuff, so I think that's for the wrestling community that wants to latch on to the anti-Moxley movement, it certainly gave fuel to them, right?
Yeah,
and
I agree.
And I thought also it was really, really cool how he referenced being, this is something, it almost felt like something out of my childhood where he's talking about, Jon Moxley's the guy on all the magazine covers, that's supposed to be me. That's something that I could see like a Bret Hart or, somebody like that cutting a promo. Just
right.
Those kind of guys, it's just at that feel of it's supposed to be me. I'm going to remind the world that I'm the best. And, I've been on the back burner and I was company man for too long. And I think that this is going to be a feud that we are talking about for quite some time. I think that obviously AEW recognizes they want to push in the Dynamite ratings. They need that bump. And I think giving that match and hyping it's a month away, is going to really be beneficial for the company in that regard. I agree with USPD. This could really be the match of all matches for AEW. This could be the the Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior, that kind of match where just a clash of icons. This really has that kind of potential, and we're not overhyping it. These are legitimately two of the best wrestlers in the whole world. Two guys with two very different styles and approaches to life and wrestling. And I think that the fan bases of these two wrestlers are very divided too. And so I think that it's going to really be an interesting build as we get closer and closer to December.
Yeah, I agree. And I cannot wait.